what are your opinions on the different college levels? What other routes can young players take? If you happen to know, because like I said, to your point about being realistic, it's being realistic is not meant to discourage a lot of these players. It's more so, understanding that opportunities will come your way as long as you keep working hard, and just there like we were talking earlier about the NISA wanting to differentiate themselves from MLS Next or USL, and in this country specifically, there are so many different routes you can take to reach the goal that you're trying to reach. And so, what opinions do you guys have on like the different college levels, D3, D2, D1, JUCO, or just what other routes are there if you guys happen to touch upon that, that these young players can take?
I don't think there's anything against the different kind of levels, especially in college, because if you being realistic with yourself and saying that, oh, maybe I'm not quite ready to be a Division 1 player, to be a Division 2 player, and you do go spend time playing JUCO, D3, or NAIA, and then that will give you the opportunity for you to develop like in a year. Let's say like you go to those programs and you ball out, and also like they'll give your body time to adapt and change. And so then you can always make the transfer to go to a D2, go to a D1, because just because you don't play Division 1 doesn't mean you're not good. There are so many guys who are ballers out there that have played in JUCO, and then they made the transfer to Green Bay and they were perfectly fine. And they were playing better than my teammates that were there from day one. So I don't think there's any right or wrong way to go. It just depends on the player. And especially at the next level beyond college, there are so many guys that I played with on my team last year that many of them didn't even play Division 1. They came from D2, D3 schools. And I was so shocked to see that from them, because I was just like, dang, like you guys are playing at this level, and in college, you guys weren't even playing Division 1, but you guys, I can see how good you guys are. So everybody knows how to play. Everybody knows their own path. So I guess you just have to pick the right one for you in the end.
Mike, you want anything else?
I think the most
maybe talking a little bit about uh, adding what you can to that, but also talking about how you can relate to that via your Forward Madison teammates. Like, were some of your Forward Madison teammates, some of them were something similar to that?
Yeah. So I think the most important thing is to not focus on what other people are achieving. You're gonna see guys committing to D1 schools, like all these type of D1 schools. Like, if it's not the same for you, like don't worry too much about it. Everyone has their own route to D1 or the professional game. So I think just don't let yourself get distracted on focusing on your own game and your own path. And for Forward Madison, there were a ton of guys who weren't even playing at the D1 level. They played D3. Like, I had a goalie that played D3 at St. Thomas in Minnesota, and he didn't do anything for like 2 years, and he just went to the tryout and got signed. So don't think that you have to play at a D1 level to play pro. Like, there are a ton of guys in League One who came from D2 schools too. And they came from overseas playing, fourth, fifth division. So if you have what it takes to play at the level, then you should be fine.
Awesome. Yeah. And that's also part of the reason why I wanted Chance to be here as well, is because I know Chance feels very strongly about the different college levels and their take, because Chance, for those of you that for my players here that don't know, Chance is a college coach. He coaches at Northwestern over in Colorado, and I think they're the D3 school at the moment. But one of Chance's biggest frustrations when it comes to recruiting is he finds it very difficult to recruit players that live here in the U.S. because a lot of young players believe in this sort of D1 or bust mentality. When, as you guys said, there are a lot of different routes you could take. And the fact of the matter is there are a lot of D3 programs out there that could very well compete. It's up to your opinion to decide whether or not they'll be successful or not. But they can a lot of those schools can compete with some of the best of them.